Hey everybody, it's me, Sven here, bringing you day number 188 of Let's Talk About Autism. Before we get started, I would love you to hit the like and subscribe buttons down below the video, as that would help me a lot. So, in today's video, I'll be talking about the story of someone I've grown to know quite well, Maia Poet, who's most likely on the spectrum. And it's quite an interesting story, to say the least, but before we tell that, we'll have a quick moment of silence for the victims of the horrific attack that took place 2 years ago today. So, all right, yeah, so Israel was attacked 2 years ago today, so I'll get to that in a later video. But Maia Poet was, her early childhood had quite a lot of fixations on stuff, was diagnosed with ADHD at a young age, and among these fixations was autism itself, along with the whole DSM-4, as well as old Russian Soviet shows. So she grew to know Russian and the DSM-4 and autism quite well. And so, she wouldn't say she fit in quite well with girls her age, and, often fit in better with the boys. Well, welcome to growing up autistic. Even when undiagnosed, especially undiagnosed, it'd be really hard to figure that out. But puberty hit her like a train, and she also developed same-sex attraction. She was attracted to girls. And eventually, trans propaganda got her at a very young age. She was only 12 years old, and it was the year 2012 as well. So this was the early 10s before this trans stuff had really taken on. So this was a really early trans identification, and her parents had no clue what to do. So, over time, it just, things kept deteriorating, and it didn't go away by age 18, so her parents sent her off to Israel to study there. And of course, on the way there, or at some point, she socially transitioned at the age of 19 and sort of lived in Israel, masquerading as a man, and was a sort of peace advocate between the Israeli and Palestinian sides, and hung out with both sides, with Palestinian Muslim communities and Orthodox Jewish communities, and hung out with them. And she was there for a few years and lived through a couple of wars. Like, she bound her breasts for a long time. 12 years is a long time to identify as trans, but she lived through a couple of wars. 2021, which, that one was quick, but then October 7th happened, and while the bomb sirens, air raid sirens were going off, Maia didn't have time to get her breast binder. And as she ran to the bomb shelter, it's like, this trans thing is a luxury cosmetic thing, and there are clearly more important issues to worry about. So it was at that moment that she made the decision to detransition. And, since then, she's been telling this amazing story and has been an advocate for Israel, detransitioners, and of course, folks on the spectrum, and has shared a really good undiagnosed perspective where, she had struggles that went untreated for a while, and it ended up in a trans identity. And she obviously didn't come unscathed. Like, her breasts were bound with this tight device for 12 years, and because of that, her breasts are now deformed, which is just really sad. And I wouldn't wish that on anyone. So, and thank the Lord for her. Like, I've been talking to her throughout the years. She's a truly amazing person and has done amazing work to fight for those who are being attacked by all these leftist ideologies, Muslim ideologies, and all these crazy things going on. But hopefully we can have a live stream with her at some point. She suggested that to me, so we'll do that eventually, but we're both kind of busy. So, well, she's in Greece right now as I'm making this on October 7, 2025, and I'm going to Wisconsin next week, so I don't know when we're going to do this, but we'll do it eventually. So yeah, Maia, if you're watching this video, thank you for everything you're doing, and God bless you, and God bless the rest of the autistic spectrum. So, because tomorrow we're going to be talking about how Israel is the better one for us. But that's definitely a different topic. And, I'll get to you guys tomorrow, and, have a great day. That was day 187. I'll see you on day 188. Thank you very much for watching this video. I would greatly appreciate that. And goodbye. And God bless Israel, and God bless America.